Right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. What is good? What is good? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, you know who I be. Good doc, Dr. Mike TV. Back again, once again. Just wanting to have an open discussion tonight, ladies and gentlemen. No real topic of conversation, no real foundation for where we're going with this one, but definitely wanted to have a conversation about the future of Philippine travel, at least in the year to come. Now, I must admit, well, again, let me go through the formalities, guys. If this is your first time to the Dr. Mike TV channel, y'all already know the rules, man. Y'all make sure y'all caress Melissa, stretch yourself all over that like button. If wants it, it needs it, most definitely has to have it. Again, if you guys want to support, please feel free to do so. But of course, I'm happy and blessed y'all choose to come through, spend a little bit of time with your boy today. Now you're then. Now let's go ahead and get back to business, guys. The future of Philippines travel, if I must say so myself, gentlemen, it's looking a little murky. Okay. The water is not as clear as it once was. The water is not as clear as the pristine water on Boracay Beach, the pristine waters found in Palawan. Travel to the Philippines in the next year to come in 2022 seems to be questionable at best. Now, what do I mean by the questionable nature of travel to the Philippines? As you guys know, recent typhoon events have kind of, set the country back, put a lot of people with differing mindsets of even remotely wanting to visit and or see the country. The people who are already there, we're talking about foreigners in the moment. Um, it seems like a lot of them are trying to get out. Some of them are trying to get out. So you have this, what I like to call a transition of mindset. Once upon a time, man, the Philippines was a desirable place. All right. Till this day, the Philippines is still a fucking desirable place. Let's not get it twisted. But with the recent situation with the typhoon. Granted, they have typhoons generally every year. Some hit harder than others. This one seemed to hit the country the hardest. In recent years, I think this one is one of the hardest hit typhoons in the country that probably took out more people this year. I mean, more people during this typhoon than any other typhoon in the past. But the thing is, the waters, for lack of a better term, are just looking murky because there's just a lot going on, guys. And I think to an extent, it starts to become very overwhelming. It starts to become very overwhelming for a lot of people when they're looking to make certain big decisions in their lives about where you want to travel and or where you want to potentially live in the years to come. So, you know, traveling to the Philippines from that particular aspect is definitely questionable at best for a lot of guys. Not to mention that the country is yet to be fully open. You guys know in the United States, we're considered a yellow country. So, maybe we can travel, depending on the documentation, vaccination and all of that good stuff. That's going to determine whether you get in or not get in. And, who you travel with, if you're traveling with a companion, could determine whether you get in or get out. Again, if you have a wife that's Filipina or whatever, yeah, you can get in. But just as your regular run of the mill everyday traveler, like many of you guys will be, there could be some challenges and hurdles in the months to come. I remember posting a travel update video roughly about a couple of months ago. You guys remember? And I was like, yeah, man, we're on the yellow country. So that's a nice little step forward. We just have to see what's about to happen. Nothing really has changed other than the fact that they've come out with a new variant of this particular virus that's been plaguing the country or the world for the last year plus, almost 2 years now, right? Well, it is officially 2 years if it started in December. So now you got to think about it like this. Philippines is probably going to start becoming a lot more strict with their rules again. So they relax the rules, they tighten up on the rules. They relax them, tighten up, relax them, tighten up. I do believe that the ones that will suffer the most, reference to the ones looking to travel, will be us, the forge man, right? There's a lot that we have to fall back on and think about when it comes to our future rendezvous, future travels, future, destinational hot spots or whatever it may be when it pertains to a place like the Philippines. Now, things can all change in a couple of months, man. What do I know, man? I'm just a guy on YouTube with an opinion. If you talk to somebody who's there, I'm kind of feeling as though they're having the same sentiments about travel at the moment. They'll probably tell you the exact same thing. A, probably not the best idea to do it now. B, they're probably not sure when the country's going to open. And C, yes, we can read about it in, certain articles and blog spots and stuff like that. And they'll say, yeah, man, certain spots are opening up for foreign travel and stuff like that. And it all sounds great. Sounds fantastic. Until you get that news that says, "Hey man, we ain't just gonna let any of you motherfuckers in." We ain't just gonna let anybody in right now. So that's the dilemma and the challenge that is faced right now. Not like I do tell everybody if the Philippines is something that you want to keep on your list of things to do or places to see. Let's keep it a buck and a half, man. Asia is a very, very big place. Asia is humongous, in my opinion. I think the last time I checked, there were 20 other countries you could potentially visit in the particular continent and or area in Asia. So I like guys to keep their minds open to different locations because to be honest with you, man, I'm going somewhere, bro. Even if it ain't the Philippines, guys, not going somewhere. Believe you me, homie. I got enough time to figure out what I want to do with my life, and you bet your ass, man, I'm not gonna sit here in the United States for another summer. Not happening. Not gonna happen. All right. But anyways, gents, let's have this conversation, man. Let's be vocal about it. Let's be loud. I want to hear what you guys got to say. All right, 11 in the building, man. Appreciate all 11 of y'all coming through, showing a little bit of love to the good doc tonight on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday evening. All right, y'all already know the rules, man. If you haven't already, y'all make sure y'all caress, molest, and distress yourself all over that like button. It wants it, it needs it, most definitely has to happen. Again, if you guys want to support, please feel free to do so. But of course, again, happy and blessed y'all choose come through. Spend a little bit of time with the boy today. Now you're on then. Now let's go ahead and get down to business. Shout out to my man SML. What's good with you, man? Monocle, what's up with you, bro? He says I'm locking in with the good doctor. The updates are getting bleak in both countries, Thailand and the Philippines. So yeah, even if Thailand was a secondary thought, you might want to check and see what Thailand's doing in the moment as well. Because I don't know the moves they're making, only because I haven't checked in on it. But you just never know, guys. Shout out to my man John Thomas. What's good with you? Philly, appreciate you locking in. He says, I've been reading up on crypto and NFTs. Yeah, that should have blown your mind. The only thing I'm not really hip to right now is NFT. The non-fungible tokens, yeah, I really gotta do a dummies guide for that, or I gotta read a dummies guide on it and figure out how I can make it work for me. Because that shit right there is a trip for sure. My man says, check this out. Vietnam and Cambodia literally have better outlooks this coming year already, and they're cheaper. Vietnam has been at the top of my list for a long time. I've done the Philippines, guys. I've been there. I've done that. I've done that plenty of times. Been there for a long period of time. I like making content for the Philippines, but I can't lie to you guys. My hand is itching to bring you guys something new. And I'm not gonna lie, man, there are a lot of attractive places that I could potentially shed a little bit of light on if I choose to get a chance to visit there. So it's definitely another stamp I'm looking to add to my passport. Vietnam, Cambodia as well. Definitely a place that I've been looking to, put another stamp in the passport on. I'm not sure which one it will be. I'm not even sure if it's going to be any one of those. But for sure, we're definitely going to see some new places and do some new things in the years to come. I mean, in this year coming up. I'm sorry. So let's get ready for that. He said Vietnam has the quarantine for Vax Pass holders a day. Excuse me, quarantine with a PCR test. Cambodia for Vax passengers allowed 1 day quarantine. Unvaxxed is 10 to 13 days. So wow, they're allowing unvaccinated passengers to travel through. Wow, that's something that's something to marvel at because I didn't think any country was letting anybody in unless they had their vaccination passes. But hey, for all of my unvaccinated people who ain't looking to get stuck or get the jab or anything like that, it sounds like Cambodia may not be an unattractive situation as we speak. All right, he said all hotels and other accommodations yourself. Ah, shit, man. Who cares, man? When I'm going on vacation, bro, I'm already planning. I'm gonna spend all of my shit by myself. So Vietnam for the unvax is a 10-day quarantine, I believe, with a required PCR test and two tests at the end of your quarantine. Look, man, it is what it is, man. Keeping it a buck and a half, man. It's just it's something to think about for sure. I'm not big up on that information. I appreciate you sharing that with the audience, man. For all of my brothers looking to check out little bit of information on Vietnam and the likes. Let's do a little bit of research on it and see if it's a country worthy, being blessed with your presence, man. I mean, again, I like Asia in general, and I'm definitely fascinated with Asian culture, man. It doesn't necessarily just stop at the Philippines, but I definitely want to go to places where they're willing to accept us, willing to accept foreign travelers and looking to, be a little bit lenient on this, quarantine shit, especially for those that have actually gotten the jab. So, it's always something to just think ahead of the game, man. It's something to think ahead of the game. He said, yes, there are plenty of countries. Shout out to my brother Earl Owen. So many different countries in Asia, man. And this is only if you're interested in traveling to Asia. Let's not forget, man, there are a plethora of different other places you can go. Doesn't necessarily have to be fixated on Asia. I'm just, thinking out loud with that in my mind at the moment. He said all my information is boots on the ground. They are sandboxing Thailand and the Philippines. Hey, like I said, I have no reason to doubt what you're saying, my boy. So again, everybody, if that's what you're looking to get into, definitely something I'm looking to get into. I told you, I'm not spending another summer here in the U.S., man. It's been great, but we getting the fuck out of here. All right, it's just 2 years in a row, man. Not feeling it. Not feeling it at all. Shout out to my brother Robert. What's good with you, man? My man said I heard that Vietnam is expensive. Not quite, man. I heard quite the opposite, man. Especially when it comes to rentals. I heard that you can get a decent apartment, man, 350 a month. Sometimes between 300 and 500, 350 US and 500 US dollars a month, you could get a banging pad out there. I heard great things, right? And I've seen a couple of videos too. I'm not sure if your information is coming from, recent times, since, inflation and all that shit has hit different places. But yeah, I'm not really hearing that it's expensive. I mean, it could be. Like I said, maybe my information is lagging somewhere, but from what I've heard for the most part, man, it's been pretty much even keel in reference to people telling me consistency about, prices being affordable in Vietnam. But again, that's the research we got to do for ourselves. Okay. Shout out to my brothers out there, man. 11 in the building, man. Let's make sure we get those likes up for the good doc if you have not already. The digital nomad list is out this week. Mexico's open, Colombia's open, Brazil is open. Canada is trying to open up a bit. A lot of the islands are opening. DR, is that the Isla Samoan or the Isla Samoa? But let's all think safety. Spain is open. Is it Malaga? He said, I just wanted to share as I am heading to the islands this week, a lot of the new spots. Before I gracefully bow out of the chat to let good that speak. Hey man, appreciate you locking in, man. Thank you. Appreciate the love. He says, so you said Asia, right? So I bet Japan is strictly prohibited. You know what? I don't care. I'll make my money and leave and go. You know, I don't know what it is about Japan, but I'm gonna tell you the truth about Japan. And I'm actually learning this a lot as I've been doing a little bit of research, fiddling around with some nonsense and just looking into it. You would think that a country like the Philippines and stuff would be missing those tourist dollars. That's what I would think, right? If you were a thinking man, you would think that a country that thrives on, travel, a country that thrives on people like you and me traveling there, spending our hard-earned Western-made money. You would think that these countries would be hard up. in reference to missing out on the US dollar or whatever currency you're bringing into the country. But you see Japan just pushing on just fine. I never really thought that Japan needed tourism dollars. Like, I didn't think that Japan was really making a lot of their money off of tourists. I'm not saying that they weren't making a little bit of money off of us that were traveling there, but I never really thought that Japan was looking at us for, to thrive or to help the country thrive. But when I think about Thailand and I think about places like the Philippines, where they're limiting tourism or limiting the amount of foreigners that are able to come into the country, I would think personally, man, that shit hurting them, right? Somebody hurting for certain, you would think. But the country still continues to, I'm not going to say flourish, but it still continues to move forward without the tourism dollars. So it's kind of like, all right, so they've been able to, pretty much make it work for the better part of 2 years, at least a year and a half or so, whenever they officially stopped allowing foreigners to come in the moment, or when they started to restrict or put these restrictions on travel into the country, right? Now, let's not forget about the OFW dollars, man. They are losing a lot of money by keeping their people in country and not allowing their people to travel back to wherever they're working from. That's also a loss as well. So, with all this taken into consideration, it makes you think about how these countries, and this is just a loosely generalized statement when I say this, but it does make you think, how are these countries continuously or continuing to push forward without the normal amount of revenue that comes from us foreigners traveling to the country? How are they continuing to push forward? Then you start to ask the questions about how how the U.S. and I'm just gonna say this out loud because I do remember this being a part of one of these fucking stimulus bills from back in the day. How the U.S. is over here sending money to other countries to help them out, when I thought the stimulus package was specifically to help the United States. But again, I digress, because what do I really know? Um, but yeah, I think that sometimes it is this U.S. printed money to an extent that's helping keep some of these other countries afloat. Maybe, maybe not. But it's definitely something that I've been thinking about for a while. I'm like, man, they've missed out on a lot of tourism dollars these last couple of years, and all I can say is, okay, like, are y'all gonna let us back in, or are y'all just gonna keep us on the outside looking in, like looking crazy and shit? You feel me? But gentlemen, yes, definitely need to get our passports up. If you don't have it yet, please get one now. He said, and if you don't have them passports, they're going to go up on January 7th, an extra $20. That sucks ass. He said, start looking into long-term work remote positions if you guys want to escape. Yes. Um, if you want to get out, I do encourage that. A lot of people have chosen the nomadic lifestyle, for lack of a better term, working from home, working remotely. I've heard great things about it, but I've also heard some not so great things about, being a nomadic worker, which is why right now, until I'm ready to, or until I get myself to a position where I feel comfortable, I'll probably continue to still make my money in the West. Right. But with nomadic workers, man, the one thing that I don't want to happen, if you do choose that lifestyle, or the one thing that I pray doesn't happen to you guys if you are currently working that particular lifestyle, or trying to be a nomadic, living that nomadic lifestyle, being able to travel, your offices, wherever the fuck you put your laptop up. I got that. I love the vibe. Like I said, we're not really locked down into anything. But the problem is, I've learned that a lot of my nomads, man, they spend a great majority of their time glued to a laptop. Thinking to myself, man, if I want to enjoy a country, I come to enjoy the country. I mean, granted, the beach is nice, right? You know, feel the sand on my toes and shit, white sand, crystal clear, pristine blue water and shit. But yet still, I'm enjoying that view from whatever condo or whatever place that I choose to set up my laptop, because I gotta work first, so I could play later. And I hope that you guys aren't gluing yourself to laptops for the majority or the bulk of your day, instead of actually being able to enjoy the country that you're in. So, that's kind of something I think about, and I pray that you are able to balance so that you're actually able to enjoy this nomadic lifestyle that you choose to dedicate yourself to. All right, 15 in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all locking in, man. You already know the rules, man. Make sure y'all can rest, molest, to stretch yourself over that like button. It wants it, it needs most definitely has to have it. Again, guys want to support, please feel free to do so. But of course, happy and blessed y'all choose to come through, spend a little bit of time with your boy today. Now you're then. My man Oscar, what's good, bro? He says, hope the Philippines still lets me and my wife fly into their February. Yes, they will. My dad's married. So yeah, I don't think my dad's gonna have a problem if he flies with my stepmom. So I think you'll be just fine, my boy. As long as her Philippine stuff is up to date, even if it's not up to date, just see. Here's the thing. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. If your wife like has an American passport, no dual citizenship type stuff, fly Philippine Airlines. Go anywhere where you can fly Philippine Airlines. California, Hawaii. Fly out of those destinations where you can fly Philippine Airlines because Philippine Airlines doesn't really bat an eye to anybody that's Filipino. So if the documentation ain't quite right, or she's more American than she is Filipino, or whatever it may be, um, just have her get her documentation, get her work together. I promise you. Fly through Philippine Airlines, you'll probably not have too many issues. All right, that's my best bet. My man JX, what's good, man? Thailand and the Philippines are doing just fine because money is still flowing in from China. True. Okay. China's always the X factor, right? Only people suffering are people in certain service industries. Plus, a lot of these Filipinos have new sponsors since they shut down. Yeah. Online sponsors are the kryptonite. I can't even get into that right now. Shout out to my man Reggie. Reggie, what's good with you, bro? Man, it's been a minute. He says to me, what's so scary about the Philippines is that they keep you in suspense. They change on a dime. I know the US has sent a lot of help and vaccines this year. That's true. But I never tell anybody to make any decisions when any news comes out about the Philippines. First thing I tell anybody, never never trust the first word that comes out of somebody's mouth when it comes to Philippine updated news. Don't do that shit. Wait for about a month. Make sure they don't change their mind, right? A lot of people want to act first, so they want to react immediately because they're afraid that they're going to change their minds. But then again, by the time you try to get yourself set up, get everything together, and push through and go ahead and get on this vacation or go ahead and get to where you're trying to get to, if the Philippines is your final destination, you're trying to get this all together. But guess what? By that time, they may have changed their mind. And you learn that a lot about the Philippines, guys. They change their mind damn day, bro. They change. It's like, it's kind of sad though, because every time I hear good news, I'm expecting disappointment. That sounds horrible. I can't, every time, bruh, every time I hear good news, my expectation is how long is this good news gonna last? Because it doesn't last very long. You hear about it 1 minute, the next minute, what they doing? Oh well, our COVID protocols have changed. Our numbers have surged as a result of this happening. Guess what? Nah, we ain't gonna put out no. We ain't letting nobody in no more. We ain't letting nobody in no more. Nah, we good. Y'all just stay there. Just stop for a minute. That shit is enough to frustrate the hell out of you. And like I said in my other video, guys, the beautiful thing about being a foreigner that travels is the simple fact that you can leave whenever you want to. You can leave whenever you want. Well, yeah, as long as you have the finances and ain't no COVID stopping you from leaving, you can leave damn near anytime that you want to. So as long as you can leave the country when you want to, you're never really stuck and or settled into anywhere. But guess what? That's not the same rules that apply to everybody. You know, those rules don't apply to everybody. You got people who can bust a move, people who wish they could, but people who cannot. So as a result, we hear good news, we're ready to rock and roll. But if that good news somewhat halts our trip, are we hurting? Not really. Imagine if this was an OFW trying to go out there and make their bread, though, trying to lead the Philippines, whatever it may be, trying to go out there and get their paper. But they keep getting told, nah, you can't move, man. Can't bust a move. Nah, no, 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 no. These protocols right here, man. The new protocols. That's where I feel a lot of, frustration that comes from a lot of people, man. Nomadic lifestyle is not retirement. You're just living somewhere else. Is it worth it though? I mean, for all of my nomads, man, is it worth it? It doesn't sound much like a life for me, man. I'm not gonna sit there on a beach and not be able to at least enjoy my time in country, you know? Like if I wanna do that, that's what my vacation time is for if I'm gonna do it that way. But I guess maybe I'm different. I you know, it definitely isn't retirement. It's just the ability to move around and live in different countries. But are you really living or are you just there? Because if I'm living, man, I'm cultured up. I'm cultured up, man. I'm doing all kinds of shit. Not just ordering delivery and fucking sitting there waiting for people to, I don't. You say you may want to consider how the new variant is affecting entry. Definitely something to look into, man. Omicron sounds like a goddamn Decepticon Transformer type thing, don't it? John Thomas, man, appreciate you, my brother, man. Happy Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you too, my brother. I was about to say Happy Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas. Life, crazy, my boy. But yeah, man, appreciate the love, man. Appreciate you. It does depend on what you do. Most businesses still can do by phone. Then you got your chill time. I pray you're at least able to enjoy the country. That's me. I want you to at least be able to enjoy the country. Wherever country you choose to set up your nomadic lifestyle in, all I want you to do is be able to enjoy that shit. It just, it kind of sucks to think that some people, they live by the laptop, they able to make moves and shit, but some people are just glued to a laptop, man. That shit sucks ass. That's all I'm saying. He said, Doc, don't get discouraged. I feel you on everything that you're dropping, though. Yeah, man, Doc's never discouraged. Let's not get it twisted, man. Doc's always optimistic as fuck. Don't allow me to shit on your parade. All right. I'm just chilling, having me a good time. But I just think, man, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, are y'all ever gonna get this shit together? That's pretty much the question that I ask often, man. Is this ever gonna find a logical conclusion at all? Are we ever going to find a cure for this shit? Are we just gonna continue living in a world where we have to get vaccinated every fucking year and you know in order for us to travel, we got to do this. Got to check boxes and shit. Can't just get on a plane and travel anymore. I guess those days are far behind us. And for those of us who were able to live that lifestyle once before, and we see the shit that we got to go through right now, the hurdles we got to jump through right now, we'd be like, God damn, like, what is we really doing? What is we really doing? You know? So that's how I think about it, man. But yeah, Doc's never discouraged, man. Like I said, as long as I can continue to make my money, chill, I'm good. But summer 2022, I'm going somewhere. Even if it ain't the Philippines, y'all, my black ass going somewhere. Philippine news just sounds like that Al Jazeera news, man. Hey, man, don't be shitting on Al Jazeera, man. I told y'all that was my favorite news network to watch in the Philippines, bro. Don't be shitting on Al Jazeera. Hell nah, man. That Middle Eastern news, that was where I used to get my shit, man. Especially when it came to United States news or shit happening in the States. When I was in the Philippines, all I did was watch Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera and fucking Bloomberg. Those were the only two channels I watched. Unless my girl was watching something on ABS, CBN, Al Jazeera, and fucking Bloomberg were the only two channels I watched. And this was before I even started investing. I used to think I was so cool, man, watching Bloomberg and shit. Didn't know a damn thing they was, I was talking about. But hey, man, it is what it is, bro. Give me a second. Let me get something to drink, man. Your boy's throat is a little parched and shit. But while I'm doing that, man, y'all make sure y'all drop a like, man. Make sure y'all do everything to make yourself well versed in the content and all that good shit. Just dot me the time out. Give me a second. Your boy drinking water. No alcohol tonight, gents. Trying to keep a clear mind. Locked in. Shout out to my man, Mr. G. What's good with you, bro? You said your Shane and Shane video was still the truth to this day. He said you should do a part two of it again. So many gold nuggets and truth bombs in that video. You know what's weird, man? That video took off in the last couple of days, bro. Fuck, that video was 2019, I think. The shade and shame that foreigners get when we travel abroad. I think I did end up doing a live stream to that video or a live stream with the same title, like within the last couple of months, or at least this year I did. But yeah, that video took the hell off. Like when I looked at my analytics and shit, that was my most watched video over the last like 48 hours and shit. And I was like, what the hell? So that video's old as shit. But somebody must have found it and shared it somewhere. I appreciate it. I'm not gonna fucking like tell you no, don't share it. But yeah, that was one of my favorite videos to ever create. And the girl that I was talking about in that video, the young lady, I remember I watched it like about a month ago, so I kind of remember what I said in there. I kind of got to go back because I don't remember everything that I said in that video. But the young lady that I was talking about, the girl that I was talking about in the video, she's still a friend of mine today, and she was talking about how they was hating on her because of the shit she was doing for the guy she was with. I was like, well, ain't that a bitch? Like, how you gonna hate on this man? Like, how you gonna hate on her? Like, they were saying shit, like, girls were saying all kinds of shit to her about what she needed to not do, and oh, you're doing too much, and all that shit. Maybe you'll get a part two next year, man. Maybe I'll see what I can come up with in part two. Yeah, I'll think about it and see what I can add to it. But yeah, that was one of my favorite videos to make. I was actually outside in the car about to go watch a movie when I made that fucking video. I remember distinctly what happened that day. I was about to get out the car and watch the movie. I had about 30 minutes before the movie started. I just click record. If you guys don't know this, I'm going to tell you one thing about YouTube for me. I will record a video anywhere. Okay? I will record a video anywhere on the road, in a parking lot, you name it. I'm going to find a place to record. If I got an idea, I don't want to sit on it for too long, which is why a lot of my videos is fucking like freestyle. So it is what it is, man. He said, if you were able to keep your job and pay, would you live in the Philippines? Absolutely. If I could keep my job and my pay, I would definitely move to the Philippines. But let me say this though. Back up, rewind, back up. Let me say this though, because that's a loaded question for me. If you ask me if I would move to the Philippines right now, like today, in the current landscape and environment that is offered to me in the Philippines, would I move there right now with my same job and same pay? I say yes because I have somebody there. Fair enough, right? So there's a reason for me to be there. Um, but if I was single, if I had already been to the Philippines and I didn't have anything there waiting for me, I would definitely look for another place. I would probably try to find another place to move to. I wouldn't necessarily look at the Philippines right now in the current landscape, current environment. Only because I just don't think that as a foreigner, you're going to be able to fully enjoy your time in country. I tell people all the time, I just can't see you being able to fully enjoy your time in country. Now, if all you're trying to do is get laid, yeah, you could probably still get laid. So if that's what your optimism is in reference to being there, the reason why you want to be there, hey, I'm not gonna stop you from getting laid, nor am I gonna stop you for wanting to enjoy your life if that's what constitutes enjoying your life. But for me, I think I would probably consider different locations if I did not have something to go back to. In fairness, same pay, same job. Yeah, I'd probably see if there's another place that's a little bit more relaxed. I'd probably go to. He said, "What do you think about the jab?" Mr. Odessa, I am the worst person to ask about that one. I'm gonna tell you why, because I got it. Right? A lot of my brothers don't want it. Dude, people have been fighting that shit for years, man. Well, at least for the last couple of years. A lot of my brothers were like, "Nah, man, fuck that. No jab for me, bro. No jab for me. It's corruption. They try to spy on us, man. They try to give me some shit. You mean to tell me that they already got an automatic kit for this shit? It's only been about a year and 2 years or so. Y'all already got a kit for this, but y'all bitches ain't got a kit for cancer. What kind of nonsense is that?" So I got a lot of my brothers who refuse it. But for myself, I said, fuck it, man. I knew it was going to be something I was going to need to travel. All things considering, because I work where I work at and I'm around a bunch of people, I wasn't pressed. I wasn't pressed to get it. In that regard, I wasn't necessarily in a position where I wanted to refuse it, you know? So Like I said, I've been jabbed twice. I got both of them, and I got my booster in September, I think. September or October, I got a booster shot for it, along with my flu shot. So your boy all drugged up, man. And I'm the worst person to ask about it because I understand why people would not want to get it, right? I got family members who have laid out some very, 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 very interesting reasons as to why they wouldn't get it, and I have to respect it. So I'm not the type of guy in the corner talking about boo, you bitches gonna die from COVID because y'all bitches don't want to get the jab or nothing like that. No, I'm not that guy. I don't care enough. I feel like yo, everybody should have the right to do what they want to do. Matter of fact, I know a dude that's had COVID like 3 times. It's weird as fuck. But I be thinking to myself, well, damn, bro, if you've had that thing 3 times, I mean, granted, you're still here, but I'm thinking to myself, at that point, wouldn't you want to at least consider it? Because, you talk about, the chills and you talk about the headaches and not being able to taste and the cold sweats and shit. I mean, that's a feeling I don't want to feel. If I could avoid feeling it, I will. And if all you're gonna do is jab some orange juice in my arm, or not orange juice, but some clear liquid into my shit, and that's supposed to make me think that I'm good to go, hey, fuck it. I'll take that. But like I said, I respect everybody's decision to get it or not get it. I'm not gonna, talk to everybody about the reasons why they should or why they should not. So yeah, that's me. I'm that dude. Shout out to my brother John Chance. What's good with you, fam? He says people must be patient. All good things come to those who wait. True. He said, I'm waiting. My girl is worth it, so the future looks bright as ever before. I can't even lie to you, fam. Patience is definitely a virtue, man. I just think a lot of us have just gotten to the point where we're just impatient as fuck, and it's weird. And I think that comes, what's funny? I'm starting to realize since I've been here how impatient we are as people in general, right? We want everything instant, man. We want everything now, 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 not tomorrow. We want it right now, not yesterday. We want it right now. We want everything so quick. We want everything instantaneous. That's why all this shit is created to the point where we're just everything is automated and everything is instant, right? We want a quick breakfast. What do we do? Put who the first of all, whoever thought it was a good idea to put eggs in a cup? What was that shit called? The minute egg or some shit like that, where you just add water and then you put it in the microwave and shit. Whoever thought that was a great idea, that shit is disgusting. Okay. But because we're such a fast-paced culture, we're such a culture that wants everything in the moment, we're lacking a lot of patience because we want to go now. We don't want to go tomorrow. We don't want to go the year after. We don't want to go the year after that. We don't want to do that shit. Motherfucker, we want it now. And if I can't get it now, I'm angry. I'm mad. I'm pissed. I want to chicken choke the shit out of somebody. That's our attitude. Does it suck? Absolutely. Will it get better? Absolutely not. But you're right. We do have to practice patience. And over time, I've come to grips and come to terms with certain things in my life where I'm just like, you know what? If it's gonna be, it's gonna be. So for myself, I have kind of just become, I don't want to say complacent or content, but I've kind of gotten to my place and space in my life where I'm like, yo, man, if the shit gonna happen, shit gonna happen. If it ain't gonna happen, let's figure out how we can do something else to get to where we're trying to go or to, accomplish a goal or whatever. So yeah, man, that's kind of the weirdest thing, man. He said, I got my first jab, man. Congratulations. He said, I'm just hoping I could get there for late 2022. Hey, I think 2022 is going to be a dope year. Shout out to my brother Tony. What's good with you, Pimpin'? No Wild Irish Rose, man. No E&J, no Irk and Jerk, none of that good stuff, man. No Mad Dog 2020. No fucking old English, man. No 40s, none of that stuff, man. No 211s, none of that shit. None of it. No. Doc's on this water binge, man. Water and lemon. 2022, man, your boy gonna look good. I'm gonna try. I don't want to. I don't want to give up any content that I plan on putting out, but your boy trying to get healthy, man. 2022. Tired of being fat, man. Fuck it. So some videos you may be like, damn, Doc, man, you look sexy than the motherfucker, big pause. But, I'm working on that, you know? Hey, man, I got to do it for me. Now I'm getting old and shit, bro, like really old. Don't let these boyish, charming good looks fool you, ladies and gentlemen. The good dog is old as shit. COVID cough. Anyway, but yeah, man, just trying to stick away from the alcohol, bro. No alcohol, all water, man, and yeah, good shit. So we're probably gonna do a video. It's not gonna be one of those videos that's tracking my journey from fat to skinny or some shit. But it's gonna be one of those things where at least we talk about things that we could do to get ourselves healthy for travel. Because the last thing you want to do is have health issues when you travel. That's the worst, boy. Damn. Don't nobody want to get sick in the Philippines. Definitely content that's coming, man. Nobody wants to get sick in the Philippines. That's something that's coming because I've heard a lot of people who have gone through some serious health issues while abroad. Not the one. My man says he said, "Yeah, I shared your shade and shame video hardcore for you recently and added it to my YouTube premium favorites." Oh, appreciate you, man. Damn, I was wondering what happened, but I appreciate that. Appreciate that one for sure. He said because that topic has been brought up by several shaming North American women. I appreciate you sharing it, man. You see the power of sharing shit. Now I know that shit really works, man. Because you got me some extra views that I did not see coming. I appreciate it. If you or anybody else who shared the video, man, or anybody else who liked it, man, that was dope. Because I got a lot, I got more views on it in the last 48 hours than any other video I put out, even my last one. So when I saw that, I was like, that's interesting, especially because it's an old ass video. But I appreciate you, man. You said your analytics were right on the money. They definitely looked out for me. I didn't see that coming. Sometimes it shows up as a suggested video from me, but I really don't even know what year that video came out, man. What year was that? 2019? I know it won't 2020. That shit could have been 2018. 2018, 2019 for sure. Definitely to each their own, my boy. He said, how hard is it for foreigners to get a water filtration system and have a backup generator put into the homes they rent in case of brownouts and natural disasters? Oh, wow. To have it installed? Um, if it's not already a part of the house, definitely something you got to run by the owner. I don't think that they'll be mad about it. And the reason they probably won't be mad about it is because it's going to be something that stays there even when you leave. So I doubt it's not going to be an issue as long as you pay for it. I mean, Filipinos will be open to a lot of things as long as you pay for it because, again, it's something that benefits the residents, right? Generated for preventive brownouts and also water filtration systems, purify the water, whatever you needed to or whatever purpose you're looking for it to serve. So I can't really see that being an issue, man. Like I said, it just depends on who you with and who you talk to, or definitely bring that up as a topic of conversation whenever you start the rental conversation. Tell them that's what you're thinking about doing. See how they feel about it. Tell them you want to go ahead and add that in as part of the deal. Tell them you'll pay for it yourself if that's how you want it to rock, and see how it goes. I doubt they'll have an issue with it. But then again, like I said, man, I don't know everything. Some people may be like, nah, bitch. Some people may be like, I don't want you touching my house. He said, seems like a lot of foreigners weren't prepared for a situation like this living in a country known for natural disasters and brownouts. John, I said that all in the video, man. Some people got mad at that. I was like, wow. I said, shit, I stay in Davao. I never had those issues in Davao. 10 years I was there, 10 years strong. Flood water. That's all I ever had to deal with. That typhoon shit hit different, bro. And, I said that when it comes to building in the same location, you got to understand that the outcome will likely be the same. And the one thing that I failed to mention in the video about, the typhoon situation and what foreigners can learn from it is you got to realize the building materials that you guys are using when you're building houses in the Philippines. Has anybody ever thought about that? The materials are not the same, my boy. The materials are not the same. Philippine material is not the same. So, granted, if you had options for brick this, laid that, structured this, structured that. I don't know how that shit works in the Philippines, man. Because clearly, even if you try to build and reinforce in the same location, because maybe you own the lot or whatever it may be, likely you're still going to deal with the same problems if your roof is made out of like fucking sheet or what do you call that? What's that shit called? It's not even a concrete slab. It's the what's the sheet? The little metal sheets that people just lay on top of the house, man. If that's what you're building your house with in a place that is known for its natural disasters, what the fuck do you expect to happen? That's my question. What kind of outcome are you expecting with that one? And the materials there are not the greatest, man. They are not the greatest. Sometimes a lot of people just want material that's good enough to build for a sound structure. But a sound structure doesn't necessarily equate to a sturdy structure. So a lot of people lost a lot of shit. And I feel bad. Now I'm talking well, and I want to make sure I preface this because I'm talking more so about my foreigners who are, building houses and locations there. Um, for my Filipino people, man, like I said, they gonna build their houses or whatever they can afford to build their houses with. But you know, one thing I noticed is you can't half-ass it, man. You can't half-ass it with the materials, and you just gotta understand what you could be opening yourselves up to. And it sucks ass. It does, man. It really does. Me, I'll always tell you, man, Davao good to me, man. Davao's been good to me for 10 years. And that's one place I can swear by. That's it. I can't lie to you, man. I can swear by Davao because I lived there for 10 years, man. And again, maybe the typhoons weren't as strong coming through that area like they were in other areas. Maybe, just maybe. You know, I was in a good location, I guess. I don't know, but you just got to be careful with how you choose to build. But them natural disasters and stuff, that shit hitting different, man. Shout out to my man Uncle C. Appreciate you. He said no crabs, no sugar, 1 meal a day in 2020. Ah, shit. Anyways, gentlemen, hey, what we got? 13 in the building, man. Appreciate y'all locking in, dropping a like for the good doc, man. Y'all already know the rules, man. Y'all make sure y'all caress for less and you stretch yourself all over that like button. If one city needs it, most definitely has to have it. If you guys want to support, please feel free to do so. But of course, happy and blessed y'all choose to come through, spend a little bit of time with your boy today. Now you're dead, business as usual. Let's rock. I understand why some of these foreigners are not patient. For some of these relationships, 2 years 2 years is a long time. I don't mind can play games with you. Very true. Yeah. My man says I just got the Oculus Quest 2. Virtual reality fitness is the future. I agree, man. Health is wealth, my boy. That's what I'm learning. Took me my whole damn life to figure that out. But I'm not trying to be, dude. I'm not, dude, dude. I'm gonna go there looking good in the motherfucker, man. Tell you right now, if I could pull bitches when I was fat, I still ain't gonna pull no girls because I got a girlfriend. But if I was single, if I was single, oh, that gonna slay, bro. I know that's a female term. I'm a slay, bitch. I don't care. I'm fuck some shit up on purpose. Cause there's nothing worse than look. A fat Dr. Mike does very well. An in shape Dr. Mike, oh my god, that's Marcus 2.0 right there. That is dangerous for anybody involved. Telling you, man, I'm I'm telling you, I try not to. Yeah, yeah, that's me. Anyway, shout out to my brother Lamont. Appreciate you coming through, man. He says, Dr. Mike, one of my favorite Philippine YouTubers is in. He said, oh, I'm one of your favorite. Appreciate it, man. Doc's doing good, man. Appreciate you locking in, Pimpin. Appreciate you showing your love, man. Dropping your like, man. Appreciate you. No carbs, no sugar, 1 meal a day. That's okay. I was literally reading that wrong. I said no crabs. My bad. Anyways, yes. I'm not cutting carbs. Not cutting carbs, man. Can't do it. I like rice. Bro, I love rice. And I know for sure I'm gonna kill it when I get there, but gotta eat my rice. I still like my sugars. I'll cut back on it, but I'm never gonna cut it out. 1 meal a day, definitely, but I'll probably do like, snacking throughout the day for sure. You said Calvin's house was built pretty cool, probably in a pretty decent area as well. My boy Daddy. See my boy Daddy. Daddy Gordon lives in Davao. So he knows more about Davao than I do. So when I talk about Davao, there's a reason why I fuck with Davao. There's a reason I love that shit, and I go hard for mine. You can't tell me anything bad about Davao. All the shit that all these people have gone through as a result of, hey man, it is what it is. Davao is protected from typhoons, and they don't usually come this far south. Another reason to live down here. I guess I just be talking out the side of my ass when I try to tell people, yo, y'all need to bring y'all asses to Davao. But no, nobody want to listen to me. I'm just gonna let it be. I'm gonna let that sit right there for a second. I want y'all to read this one. I should pin the shit to the top. But anyways, that's my truth, man. That right there is my truth. Davao has provided me some great experiences with no house damage whatsoever. Um, like I said, I can't guarantee the same in any other place in the Philippines ever. I just can't. My man says the modified keto diet was double the recommended amount of protein needed on a keto and limit carbs intake to 50 grams a day, with 15 to 20 grams of those carbs coming from fiber. See, but I think you one of those holistic types. John, I know you take care of your shit. You tell me a lot of like healthy shit that that I need to look into. I just don't. But yeah, you look like a brother that takes good care of himself. So I'm trying to get right, man. Not sure if I could do the keto, even though I'm big on my proteins. I like my carbs, man. I like my carbs. So what I do is I kind of just half my portions right now. Yeah, we'll figure out how that works, man. Uh, my man, Mr. Carholla, I see you, bro. Your comment didn't come over here, so I can't post it. My man says if you turn into a zombie, he said I'm running. Problem is you can't trust the host that's invested in these vaccines and making the big bucks. I know. But if I ain't turned yet, man, damn, man. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Don't know what to tell you. I'm still kicking, man. I still feel myself. I'm pinching myself to make sure I'm still alive, and you know, I think I look alright. I mean, I don't see any changes in my body yet. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things that happen over time. I don't know. But it is what it is, bro. Shout out to my boy AB. Appreciate you locking in, Pimpin. Appreciate you showing some love to the good dog. Yo, if you haven't dropped your like yet, don't leave me hanging. Y'all know the rules, bro. Likes are free. Them motherfuckers is free. Don't cost you a thing. You know what I'm saying? Drop a like for the good dog, man. Y'all know the rules, man. Just touch it in the most inappropriate way humanly possible. I will let it live. I will let it live. Okay. Um, but yeah, appreciate you locking in, Pimpin. My man says I might take air flight over to Davao City from Negros Oriental when I visit when the Philippines is open or reopens. Just check it out, man. Philippines ain't for everybody. I'm sorry, not the Philippines. I mean Davao specifically. It ain't for everybody. Damn good place for me, man. Damn good place for me. AB, yes, I've heard of him. As a matter of fact, I came across this video yesterday. Zoom to Thailand. It was a suggested video. I love his edits, man. I'm not even gonna cap with you, bro. The one thing I love about his videos is his edits. I can't say nothing else about it. I love the way his videos are edited. I do. I'm gonna look towards trying to. I'm not gonna copy that, but I like those edits. I like the way he edits his videos. Fuck it. Yeah. He's definitely put some content out about Pattaya. Like I said, man, always a place I wanted to go to, anyways. Not necessarily Pattaya, but Thailand in general. But definitely, man, I love that brother's edits on his videos, man. I truly do. That shit keeps you locked in and interested, man. That's the way that I, it is, man. The way he edits his videos is popping, man. It's just enough to keep you interested until the end of the video. And the thing about it is those bikini edits are funny as fuck because it's just enough screen time for you to see it, but not enough screen time for YouTube to pick up on it and block it or to mark it as ad suitability issues and some shit like that. My man Robert says, man, the jab made having the CV a lot less painful than those I got that didn't get it. I'm glad you're doing good, my brother. Though I know it sucked to have that shit over the holidays, but now I'm kind of mad though, because you telling me that I can still get that shit. Oh, I ain't got time for it. I don't know, man. I ain't looking forward to it if I ever get it. Hope I never do. Damn sure ain't looking forward to it, man. You said I like Davao when I was there too. Davao has some pretty Morena skin Filipinas. Yes. Don't live right on the water and build or rent a strong house made of brick and concrete. Have an emergency plan. Yes, yes, and yes again. For sure. All right. He said Edison Bikini Babes. He said you can still get it, homie. I know. I know. And I'm not looking forward to it either. Not looking forward to it at all. I'm gonna just stay away from these motherfuckers, man. Just get out my face. Get the fuck out my face, Stanley. Anyways, uh, I don't know what you guys got going on tonight, man. Any comments, questions, concerns before I leave? Please let me know. All right, because I got time tonight. Got a video coming out tomorrow. Oh, the video tomorrow is gonna be legit, man. We're gonna have some fun with that one. We definitely gonna have some fun with that one. All right. But like I said, man, I appreciate y'all locking in, man. You already know the rules. Don't make me say it again. All right. But I'll give you guys a few minutes or so. See what you guys got on your mind. If you have anything else you want to politic about, talk about before I drop the mic and walk away, let me know. But going back to the topic at hand, ladies and gentlemen, the future of the Philippines is looking bleak, my boy. It's looking a little sketchy because it's not even looking like a place that we can have fun anymore. I think that's what really throws my mind about it all. It's not even a place where I can enjoy like I felt like I once did. The Philippines was such an enjoyable place. Until this day, it's probably still a fantastic place. But once upon a time, it was the shit toilet. It was the bees knees, man. It was a place and a destination for all foreigners of all walks of life. I do believe, however, I do believe that because the Philippines is really murky about their rules and regulations and strict what's prohibited, what's allowed, and all of that shit, it's definitely making a lot of other countries look like a great place to go. So maybe you were considering the Philippines for the better part of a year. Now it's like, well, damn, um, Philippines is open, right? Yeah. Um, but I can go to Vietnam though, like right now. Like, you mean to tell me that although the Philippines is closed, you mean to tell me Vietnam is open right now? You mean to tell me Cambodia is open right now? Uh, maybe. Wow. Who knows, man? What do you think? My man says, when is the Fields gonna return to his former glory? It's gonna be some time, man. It's gonna be some times. I hate to say it, man. It sucks, bro. I know it sucks to hear it, man, but I would be remiss if I didn't tell y'all how I truly feel about it right now. My shit could change tomorrow, a couple days down the line. You know me, man. My mind change all the damn time. But yeah, although it sucks to hear it, might take a little bit of time, man. Back in the day, we used to walk into the bars and bitches be dancing on the bars and shit with the glow in the dark lights and stuff, getting my little Cali ices, man, and sitting at the bar watching bitches just dance in front of me. The times, the glorious, glorious times. That was back when I first arrived in Manila. My dad used to take me to titty bars every day. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. Oh, those were the good days. Until I got tired of going to titty bars. But yeah, my dad used to take me to them things when I was 17, like every night. If not every night, every other night. Front and center, man. Just watching, dude. If I could record or if I recorded my content back then, uh, all the things I wish I could show y'all. Oh, it was so much fun. And the thing is, I did take it for granted, though. I admit, I took it for granted because, young kid, Philippines, man, living my best life. I didn't I really didn't figure myself out in the country until about 2 years in. So I really didn't know what I wanted to do, you know. But going to those bars every night were fun. Just to sit there and watch these girls dance to the same fucking songs every night, repetitively. The same girl dancing to the same song, stepping out on a blaze of glory. And I forget the club songs, man, but there was so many of them. They used to put them shits on rotation, and they all had the same club dance. The shit never changed, man. It never fucking changed. So good times, man. And I can only relive it in my head, gentlemen. And that's the only place I'm ever gonna relive it. All right. I hope that things change when the new incoming president. I used to say that the person I would vote for is the person that's going to allow foreigners to travel back to the Philippines, and I still hold true to that. If I could vote in the Philippine elections, I would vote for the person that would allow us foreigners to get our asses back to the Philippines. You have my vote automatic, and I would pander to anybody that would say, "Hey, if you vote for me or get people to vote for me, I'm gonna let y'all back in the country." I'm like, you know what? You onto something. Yeah, my vote could be bought. I know. He said, if you want to get away for a couple of days where they speak English, visit Belize. I think Belize is going to cost me some money. Definitely something to look into. I definitely need to see where it is and how far the flight is. I know where it's at, but I need to see how far the flight is from the United States. But Latin America is looking really, 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 really nice right now. Like really, really, really nice. He said those glory days remind me of Korea in 87, 88. Good times, man. Titty bars everywhere. Bitches just dancing on the table, just in neon dresses and shit. It was crazy. Like, yeah, I took it for granted. I did. Oh, I lived it up, man. I ain't gonna lie though, man. I don't regret anything. But those was them good old days. Anyways, guys, let me stop getting on people's nerves about reminiscing on the past. Sam Miggs and 60. Bro, I will never eat sisig a day of my life, man. That shit just look weird. Fuck, I want to crack open an egg on some, I don't know, whatever part of the pork you trying to give me. Fuck on it. No, no, no. Sound good, probably look good, and you probably think because I'm black, I eat all that food. No, sir. If I can't identify it, I don't want it, man. They chop that shit up real good, too. But sisig did look good, and I think I tried it one time. One time. I said it was the consistency and the texture was a little weird for me. Ugh, ugh. Anyway, Bar Girls dancing to that Chuck Norris Mission in Action movie song. Bro, you taking it way back, man. You taking it way. That was before my time, brother. It's way before my time. But yes, sir. Wait a minute. Where the fuck did 20 people come from? Are y'all bored tonight? Y'all got questions tonight? Ask me something. I got the time. You better get me while you got me on, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Actually, you know what? I'm lying. I'm doing a live tomorrow. Yes, I am. I already got the live already prepared and everything. We're going live tomorrow. But anyway, y'all got me tonight, man. Let me see what's on your mind, man. Let me know what you're feeling. Let's get it. Shout out to Maximus. What's good with you, bro? Sissy is pork face. There you go. Snout and all that shit. I'm good though, bro. They chop that shit up and mix it with some spices and stuff like that. Crack that egg on it, and I'm just supposed to mix that shit up. No, sir. I, I don't know, man. I don't know, but that don't sound kosher to me, man. That shit just sound weird. I can't. I can't. Shit make me paranoid. But young kid, man, living his best life. All right. Anyways, man, ask me a question or I'm gonna let y'all rock, man. I know y'all got shit to do. I've tried sisig once. I didn't hate the flavor, but I'm just not a fan of that egg, man. I know you gotta mix it up real good, but if you scrambled it or fried the egg on top, maybe. Crispy pata, awesome. I'm into all that shit. Crispy pata, one of my favorite things of all time. That shit feels like it make my heart stop, but it's still pretty good. You know, love that shit. Love it. Love it. Definitely some crispy pata. But sisig is a little different. My man says, "Do I like Saitama crypto?" I did not do any research on it, fam. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. They've been see. Here's my problem. All right, when it comes to cryptocurrencies, man, if it doesn't trade on Coinbase, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If I can't get it on Coinbase, I don't give a shit about it because I don't feel like opening up and adding all of these different, blockchains, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. apps or whatever. So if it ain't on Coinbase, I don't care about it. And Saitama, as far as I know, it's not on Coinbase right now. If it is now, my bad. I'm just lacking. But definitely got some CRO, the crypto.com currency. I think that's going to be a pretty decent currency. Plus, it's giving me a little APY two and some change, 2%. It's pretty cheap pretty cheap coin. I like it. It took off though, man. For everybody who got into it early on, they're probably doing pretty good. But whatever. My man says, "What do you think about Zamboanga? Not a place that's on my place of places to go. It is a place that's not on my list of places to go. I don't think that I left anything in Zamboanga. Don't think that Zamboanga left anything in me. Big pause. Um, I'm not. I don't know, man. I've heard too many of my Filipino people tell me that maybe you shouldn't go there, and I'm just gonna be inclined to believe them. Now, I know there are a lot of people, foreigners that have been there talking about, man, there ain't nothing for you to be scared of when you go there, man. It's just like any other place in the Philippines, man. You see me living out here. I'm living my best life. I'm doing good, man. Ain't nobody touching me. And if it works for them, it works for them. But I didn't lose anything in Zamboanga, man. Davao City just fine, man. And the one thing about it is, I be thinking, like, what am I really gonna get from Zamboanga? Like, what does Zamboanga offer me that I can't find in Davao? Please, anybody, tell me something. That's one of the things that I ask people all the time. What does your particular place have to offer me that I cannot find in Davao City? And generally, or I should say, what does your place have to offer me that I actually care to see and or go to that I can't find in Davao City? Because if I don't care to see it, then I'm not gonna go. If you're gonna sit there and say, "Oh, Doc, this place got some of the best, waterfalls in all of the Philippines," motherfucker, you want me to travel all the way to see some damn waterfall? See some waterfall? No, no, I'm not that guy. I don't even like the beach like that. I take my girl because my girl likes, it, but I don't care for the beach. Like if I make Palawan videos and Boracay videos in any future video, I'm just throwing that out there. If we ever go to places like that, it's not because I like the beach. It's because my girl likes the beach, and I just think it would be great footage. That's literally the only reason why I would ever find myself at beaches and places like that. I don't do the beach like that. I'm black. Why the fuck I want to go to the beach and stand out in the hot ass sun all day? I could sit in the shade, but my girl want to go to the beach, man. She go to the beach, right? And I'll take her to the beach because that's what she want to do. But it's not something you see me jumping up for joy, like, yo, let's go to the beach. So waterfalls and all that shit. I mean, if that's all you have to offer me, then there's nothing for me to actually go to that place for. So that's pretty much my question. Anytime I ask anybody, why should I visit here? What is in this particular place that I can't find where I am right now? Right? That's it. It's a different experience. Damn near the majority of the Philippines looks the same. You're likely going to drive down a dirt road somewhere, likely a mall, a couple of shanty houses, maybe a couple of other houses that look good, some palm trees, some nice big ass trees, some little trees, some banana trees, some coconut trees. I just learned that over time, most of the places, outside the city, I should say, most of that shit pretty much looks the same. Even when me and my young lady went over to, fuck, where did we go? I gotta remember where we went. That's the problem. Season two. It wasn't Legaspi. Yeah, Legaspi. When we went to Legaspi, man, it was pot. It was a beautiful place to be. Different vibe, different environment, and I enjoyed it. But there was nothing there that we did that I felt was like, oh my god, overwhelming. Like, yo, y'all sons of bitches gotta come to, Legaspi. Legaspi is the only place that I've been to that has this. You feel me? That's me. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man UK. What's up with you, brother? Appreciate you locking in. He says, if the CC gets served on a sizzling hot plate, then the egg gets cooked. It should, technically. It depends on how fast you eat it. I don't know, big pause. But yeah, I know it's not meant to be runny or anything like that. It does get cooked. Give me a fried egg though. I'm a fried egg kind of guy. It's me right there. Fried egg, put on top of anything, I eat it probably. Tapa, one of my favorite things in the world to eat. Beef tapa, more specifically. Tapa, topping, egg, rice. I fucks with the shit. Hardcore, bro. Davao City is great from what I've heard, but I want to explore lots of cities in the Philippines, even some places not quite on the Gringo map. Always good to have some places outside the Gringo map. I know, and I would definitely encourage you to check those whenever you feel comfortable to get there, man. Legazpi was definitely one of those places for me. Uh, I enjoyed it, but like I said, there's very few places in the Philippines that provide you an experience like no other. And I think there's only one place that may stand out just enough from the rest when it comes to offering of different experiences. And I've even saying the name makes me feel like that's some real touristy shit. But I have really been interested in Siargao. I don't surf, I don't care, but like the vibe there, it's a whole lot different than like a Boracay or a Palawan. Siargao was more or less like a local scene for like the beach people, like the beach local scene. Some foreigners will be there. A lot of foreigners go there. A lot of foreigners have made videos there. But what I've noticed is it's definitely a little bit different than a Palawan or a Boracay for sure. If you're into beaches and shit like that, John, if you don't think about Davao, you need to go to Davao. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man. People don't understand. I am Davao's biggest advocate. Nobody talks about Davao more than me. Nobody will ever talk about Davao more than me. I like to believe I put Davao on the map. Nobody wants to give me credit where credit is due, but goddamn it, y'all gonna put some speck on my name tonight. Okay. Y'all gonna definitely put some speck on my name, man. Davao City is forever etched in my fucking soul somewhere. It's like a part of my rib. I fuck with Davao hard body, and there is no other place on earth for me. I'll visit somewhere else a week or so. Then my ass is telling my girl, when the fuck is we going back to Davao? Like, we'll do a vacation here and there and everywhere. My next question is, when are we going back to Davao? Even when we were in Cebu, Cebu had a lot of shit to do. Way more shit than Davao did. But I'm thinking to myself, yeah, this shit's cool, but when this trip over, so I can go back to Davao. That's my vibe. Davao is literally a part of me. That's my shit. Nobody can talk shit about Davao to me. It's my place. It's my heart, man. Shit. It's where I'm at. So y'all can have every other place in the Philippines, but Davao's me, man, all day long. Leyte or Samar, both, because I have never been to each of them. Fairness, man, haven't been there. But I think I hear a lot more people talking about Leyte than Samar. But Samar got some pretty chocolate skin Filipinos, if that's what you're looking for. But I think Leyte offers the exact same thing. So my boy, I have absolutely no idea. I don't know. Struggle's real, man. Struggle is real. Shout out to my man Frank. What's good with you, bro? He said, Dog, is Davao relatively safe for typhoons? You bet your monkey ass. Davao City. My bad. I didn't mean to call you monkey. But yes, sir. Davao is awesome. Davao's home. Davao, I lived there for 10 years. No real typhoon damage. My man Danny was here earlier. He even talked about it. Yo, it's relatively a safe place because typhoons don't necessarily go that far south. And if you look at a map, Davao City toward the bottom, bro. Davao City is really at the bottom of the map. I really didn't know we were that far down. But Davao City, the Mindanao region in general, yeah, it's pretty far down on the map. So we're south. We is definitely south, south, south of the Philippines. You know what I'm saying? So um, it's pretty much a safe place, man. I mean, you get flood water every now and again. It floods a little bit, but that's it. Floods? Shit. I don't know, man. He said, so this will be my first time to visit Davao City, Cebu, and Negros Oriental region. Once you visit all of them, man, you figure out what place seems to work best for you, my boy. It's the best thing I can tell you. Siargao probably I'm pretty sure it did get hit. That's why Siargao is a vacation place and not a place I would ever want to live. I never ever want to live near any water. Anybody who chooses to live near water is asking for trouble. Anybody who wants to have a beach house is asking for trouble. Anybody who thinks it is the greatest idea on planet Earth to sit there and build a house near a body of water has lost their mind. Especially in a place like the Philippines, man. Nigga, get me as far away from the water as humanly possible. I like to be inland. I don't want to be anywhere near some place that could potentially get flooded out. Not for me. My man said Davao is the south, and he said Sulu is south south. I ain't never going to no Sulu, bro. You keep that shit. Doc don't want to go anywhere where anything where it's hard for me to pronounce it, man. I don't want to be there. No, no, thank you. I'm good. I'm Gucci. Sulu. That's where a lot of bad shit happens. Hey, you got a lot of activity down there that ain't cut out for me, man. Like I said, Doc is not about that life. Shout out to my brother Wayne Johnson, man. Appreciate you coming through, bro. Um, but yeah, Doc's not about that life, man. Y'all keep that. Them, I've seen and heard some bad things, man. And Doc don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want none of that smoke. Don't. Yes, motherfucker. Yes, yes. I'm scared, man. I'm fucking scared. Okay. I'm a grown ass man. Look, look, man. Look, bro. I ain't going there without somebody. First and foremost, I'm gonna be fully protected, man. Y'all think I'm playing? Y'all think I'm playing? Doc ain't about that life, bro. You keep that. Y'all keep that. Y'all keep that energy over there, man. Look, Mindanao does not have the greatest of reputations. I told y'all, man. I can only vouch for Davao City, the city of Davao, Davao region, and everything that surrounds it. You on your own, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you. I've been to a couple places, but I wasn't there long enough to get a vibe like, yo, maybe this is a place I could stay, or maybe I need to get my black ass out of here. I ain't really been in a place long enough to have that particular feeling. But no, you're not gonna catch me in the Sulu area. Sulu, I can't even pronounce the shit. No, no, thank you. I'm good. Wayne, I don't swim, my brother. I float. I'm blessed with the ability to float. Put me on my back, bro. I'm good, man. Backstroking and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't swim, man. I float. I float well. Believe you me, homie. I know how to float. I can swim a little bit, but I float better. Okay. I can swim a little bit. I just float better. That's all I'm gonna tell you. He says, I'm seriously thinking about Davao, Doc. I can't deal with adverse weather patterns. Frank Ellis, my boy, just check out Davao. I'm not telling you to commit yourself to Davao. I committed myself to Davao. So yes, I have a bias. I tell everybody from the beginning. Let me preface this by saying, I'm telling you, I am biased towards Davao City, but I'm biased there for a reason. And the weather patterns in general are pretty much standard in the city area, man. Yeah, you're gonna deal with some water flooding every now and again. Certain areas do flood. I'll tell you the areas not to live in the city so that you don't have to worry about flooding. Where we lived at, it flooded a couple times, but never enough to wash away my whole entire house. Never enough to literally fuck up the structure of the place that I called my home. We didn't have all this. Well, my dad used some really good shit on the top of our roofs. We didn't use none of that metal shit, that sheet metal shit. No, none of that. Um, but we did pretty good. We did all right. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Christmas was awesome, man. Spent some time with my pops. Got some shit. Christmas was pretty good, man. Hey, even better, man, when I get to make content for my people, man. My man said the Gringos don't want no part of that place if you ain't got no bodyguards and troops by your side. Hey, fuck it. I'll be the Gringo type tonight because Doc ain't getting Doc is not getting kidnapped. I don't want no smoke down there in Sulu. I think I'll be okay, but I don't want to just think. I want to know that I'm gonna be all right, and I can't guarantee my safety. Nobody can guarantee my safety unless I know who is in charge down there. Please believe. If I knew the mayor, the governor, whoever was rocking down there, whoever's in charge, well, hell, he shit. Even knowing him probably wouldn't help me though, because they be dealing with the Allied force. You know what? Never mind. Fuck it. It's just not a place for me. Towie Towie, I heard about it. I don't know much about it though. So hey, Davao City got some of the baddest women in the country, and if you think otherwise, you bullshitting yourself. Davao has some of the baddest women in the country, and I dare you tell me they don't. I will block your ass today if you tell me that Davao don't have some of the baddest bitches in the country. I will block you tonight. and I will never want to hear from you again. Matter of fact, Davao got some pretty bad women, man, for sure. Um, the Philippines doesn't deal a lot with hurricanes, man. Typhoons and tropical storms, I believe. Not a lot of hurricanes, man, hit the Philippines. I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not really a meteorologist, so I don't know that shit like that. But because of my non-meteorologist lifestyle, I do not believe that hurricanes hit the Philippines at all, if any. But definitely tropical storms and definitely typhoons. Tropical storms and typhoons. Do I know the difference? Absolutely not, bro. I have absolutely no idea who the fuck or what the fuck the difference is. But I will tell you this. Yeah, no, no, thank you. He said the women in Davao are fine as hell. Yes, sir, they are. Shout out to my man Deadly Miss, man. Been a long time, my brother. Appreciate you coming through. He said I haven't been to the Philippines in almost 3 years. Roughly about the same for myself since the virus started. I'm starting to give up on my girl as much. I'm starting to give up on my girl as much as I want to see her. I can't go 4 years not seeing her. Uh, damn, bro. That kind of well, damn. I mean, long distance relationships, man, they're hard, man. The beautiful thing about mine is I was with my girl for a long time before we separated, so that kind of makes our situation just slightly different. But I can feel you, man. It does not feel well to be away from your girl for that long. And I don't know how serious you were with her. I don't know what is going on, but that is definitely something to reconsider. You know, definitely something you need to think long and hard about, man. So it sucks that it feels like that's the only option for you, but I'm not mad at you for making that decision. I can't be mad at you for making that decision. Oh, them damn earthquakes too. Yeah, they do hit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot. Let me stop. The earthquakes do hit, but we really didn't get hit with a lot of earthquakes when I was there, and I do know that they hit a lot more since I've been gone. But when I was there, earthquakes weren't a consistent thing. But yes, they do have earthquakes. Some of them a little bit harder than others. So yeah, but that's damn near anywhere in the Philippines, I believe, could get hit by one of those. So you just risking it. Not risking. Let me back up. Not risking it, but it's just something that you may have to contend with. That's all. You thought Sabuti Land had the best women. If you ask my OG HT, he'll probably tell you yeah. But even he visited me down in Davao City one time, and I think he would at least give Davao the benefit of the doubt. He'll never say that it's better than Cebu, but if you ever caught that video where me and HT went around, I think that brother would at least say Davao got something special about it. That's all I'm gonna say. But for me, it's Davao to my core, man. Cebu got some women. Davao women just better, man. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? I love my little sandbox, gentlemen. Davao is my little sandbox, my little corner of the world, my little portion of the world that I get to enjoy. And I'm sharing that portion of the world with you guys. I'm telling you that I'm willing to share my sand in my sandbox with you. I.e., the reason I'm like, yo, come check out Davao. Just even once, man. Give it a couple days. If it's not for you, man, kick rocks, never come back. You'll be all right. But everybody that I've ever recommended go check out Davao City has never said, Doc, man, I wish you would have never told me about this place. I've never had anybody say that they did not enjoy themselves or they did not share in the same exact thought process or mindset that I was, telling them about when it came to dealing with the women there and just the country, not the country, but the particular city in general. So when I say go to Davao, I mean it. Like, get your ass to Davao. Check it out. If I'm there, man, come say hi, man. Damn, I'm not a hard person to find. Not a hard person to find. Shit, just ask for the black dude with a bald head and some glasses. There ain't too many of me running around there, man. Ain't too many of me running around there for sure. He said, when I went, I almost lost my mind about the beauty of the women. You bet your ass. I don't know if you talk about Davao, but Philippines in general will mess your mind up for that for sure. Yeah, the earthquakes do happen. I'm not gonna lie. That's also something to think about. Some people say it's the booty land. I'm Davao, Davao for sure. Every time I go on dating sites to find women, are mostly from Davao and CDO. Do you need me to tell you any other reason why you should visit Davao City? Do you need me to continuously give you good reasons why you should bring your ass to Davao City? Because I can. I can, man. I can do this shit all night. I'm black as hell, but I will talk about Davao till I'm blue in the face, bro. I will do this shit all night. I will talk until I'm as blue. Look black. No, you can tell it's blue, right? Yeah. I will talk until I'm as blue as this fucking shirt that I'm wearing right now. Davao the truth, my boy. Davao is the truth. My man says Mindanao is the truth. Yes, Mindanao is the truth, but Davao is the truth too, man. Davao been the truth. It's been the truth, man. Who we got in the building, bro? We got 23 in the building, man. Appreciate y'all locking in. If you haven't dropped your like yet, you lacking in these streets, man. And I'm really starting to get in my feelings over this shit. Okay. I'm a very sensitive person. I ask very little of my audience, man. Just one like, please. Right? I don't beg nobody for shit, but I would appreciate it if you guys at least dropped a like on the video. All right. Y'all know the rules, man. It's very simple. If you haven't done it, you do it. Again, support is optional, right? You do that shit if you want to. But the likes, mandatory. Support, optional. Likes, mandatory. For all of my silent partners, the ones that are in the background just listening in and locking in, as long as you've done your part, you can sit back, relax, and continue enjoying the show. But if you have not, that like button is sitting right there for you, man. Somewhere down there. All right. He said, I think more on it and render a solution. Just give it time, man. I'm not gonna sit there and tell you to continuously waste. I see the thing is I don't excuse me. I don't want you to believe that you're wasting your time. But I do understand being a young brother. I know you're at least younger than me. Um that type of vibe just don't float well with being young and dedicating and channeling all of my energy, time, and effort into something that may or may not work out. And I understand that, man. And you just got to do what's best for you, man. I can't I can help you. Me and you can converse about this all day long. All right. Like I said, I'm dealing with the LDR right now. Again, my situation is a little bit different than other people going through the exact same thing. I got time in, I got energy in, I got time spent, more time spent, more time spent together than time apart. Doesn't necessarily make time apart any easier, but it all comes full circle. So, I don't know, man. But yeah, we can always talk about it, man, if you ever want to have that conversation. Oh yeah, for me, man, it's Davao or bust, bro. I don't sugarcoat shit. I like Davao. Davao is a place that if I'm going somewhere, I'm calling it home. That's it. Don't look for me to talk about any other place more than I talk about Davao. If I ever visit another place, the first thing I'm gonna do is tell you, yeah, this place may be nice. Place may have some great things to come check out, but it ain't that bad. You feel me? That's my vibe. Like from the till the day that I die, that is exactly what you're gonna get from me. I love the place. It's my shit. I've had great experiences in Cebu, but Cebu is not Davao. What do you want me to tell you, man? Cebu is not Davao. Manila is not Davao. Legazpi is not Davao. If it ain't my city, man, I don't want nothing to do with it. Like I said, I feel like I'm cheating on my city if I ever act as if any other place gave me the experience and the love that I got from my place, man. Fuck all that. Nah. Oh yeah, the women are definitely a natural brown tan skin, yes sir. And Davao is the place to be. He says, so what? is the names of good cities Davao and the bad cities in Davao. Well, Davao. Well, let me put it to you like this: Davao region is different than Davao City. Davao City is a city in the Davao region. Now you got Davao del Norte, Davao del Sur, and Davao City. Davao City right in the middle. Davao del Norte, north. Davao del Sur, south. um the city is the city itself. So when we say Davao City, I'm speaking about the city, not the region of Davao, because Davao region has Tagum, they got Mati, they got Bansalan, Digos, Jensen. I mean, this list goes on and on. North and South Cotabato, you know, Surigao, where my girl's from, Surigao del Sur, Surigao del Norte, Bansal, no, Butuan. Sorry, not Bansalan, that's in the south. Going north is Butuan, Mancayo. They got all these places that represent, I believe, the Davao region. But Davao City is literally just the city of Davao. That's all it is. My man said, the Philippines is a monster when it comes to natural beauty of women and diversity. Hella rain, so there's something for everybody. Oh yeah. You can find whatever you want to here, man. The stunners I came across all the time during my Cebu days all told me they were from various provinces in Mindanao. Dr. Mike ain't lying. I'm telling you, man, Davao to my soul to the day that I die. It's Davao for life. I don't care. Don't talk to me about other places. I will visit those places. I will allow myself to enjoy myself in these places. But when are we going back to Davao? That's that's my vibe. It'll never change for nobody. My girl talking about, yo, we're gonna move to Cebu. We're gonna have to talk about that one. But no sir. Davao to the day I die. You can keep it anywhere else that you guys want to live, keep it. I wanna argue with you about why you like this place, why you want to be in this place. I won't argue with you. I don't have to. I'm gonna play in my sandbox, y'all playing yours. I won't argue with you, but what I will do is say, check out Davao one time and holla at me when you check out Davao that one time. Talk to me after you've been to Davao and let's have that conversation one more time. All right. He said, I like Davao too. I was there for a week. Davao is a pretty dope place. Great experience, really relaxed lifestyle. That's why I enjoy it, man. It's really slow paced, really relaxed. I think it's a pretty good place for a lot of people to at least check out. My man says AC has all the women. He said all the provincial girls go there for work. Yeah, you'll probably find them from the Samar and the Leyte region. They do come from the province to go work in the city of AC. And hey, if y'all fuck with AC, that's you, man. I appreciate you. Everybody got a place, man. Butuan is Butuan is on the other side of Surigao, where my girl's from. So for a bus ride from Davao to Surigao, where my girl's from, depending on how fast that some bitch is going, probably about 8 hours. Okay. On average, it took about 8 hours from Davao to Surigao. Butuan is probably about another hour to 3 hours, depending on what area you're traveling to in Butuan from Surigao. So you're looking at probably a 10-hour bus ride from the city of Davao. So yeah, it's on the other side of Surigao. Long travel, but I've traveled that long. No, I haven't. No. Cagayan de Oro, probably the longest I ever traveled. No, I'm lying. The bus trip to Legazpi was the longest, but you know, that trip in the Mindanao region, the longest I ever traveled was the bus ride to Cagayan, which was about 8 hours, 8 or 9 hours, depending on how long they stop. Excuse me, how many times they stop, how long they stay stopped. All right. My man says I'm 6'2", so I go for taller Filipinas, and for some reason, the women in Davao are the taller ones. Huh? I never really thought of that. I never really thought about Davao women being tall, man. I just looked at them all short. But if you're 6'2", my boy, yeah, Davao women, I see exactly what you mean. I see exactly what you mean. I never really paid attention to height. I haven't, but I see what you mean. But then again, I can't really say that I know because I haven't seen the heights or compared heights from women in Davao to women in other areas. I think the average Filipina height, 5 flat to like 5'2". That's average. So if you kicking it at 5'4", 5'5", 5'6", baby girl, you doing your thing. All right, for sure. My man says, what's up with the women security guards in the Philippines? Don't do this to me, man. He said if I'm ever single again, I'm dating a security guard. Y'all remember, dude? Yo, do y'all? Did anybody ever read the Bootyloo Chronicles? Like honestly, you don't have to. If you haven't bought my book, the Bootyloo Chronicles, give yourself a Christmas gift this year. It's linked in the description area below. Okay, it's linked in the description area below. Yes, motherfucker, I'm plugging my shit. I'm plugging it tonight because there was a story about a security guard that I had a thing with once upon a time. Uh, yeah, one of my favorite stories in that book. But yes, them female security guards, god damn, them bitches is bad, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know what it is about hiring female security guards that look the way that they do. And the beautiful thing about it is there's so many of them. Like you can really date a female security guard if you want to, right? Bruh, them bitches is bad. They good, man. They good and bad at the exact same time. They good in a bad way, and they bad in a good way. If that makes any sense at all to anybody who's paying attention. But yeah, security guards, man. Boy, when I was single, boy, I flirted with all the security guards, right? Huh? Used to get up there and talk about shit, let them frisk you a little bit longer and shit. Everybody probably done this once or twice. Let them rub up on you and shit. Say, you missed the spot. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with her. Nothing crazy, nothing perverted or anything. But playing with her like, oh, you didn't catch that area over there. You want to make sure I don't have anything over there. Laughing and giggling with them. Them girls are, and they're so nice, man. Security guards in the Philippines are so nice. They're I used to go through the female line all the time. Usually when you go into a mall, right, you have the male side, female side. I used to go through the female side all the time on purpose. I just act like I won't paying attention. They'd be like, "Yo, sir, yo, sir." I said, I'm good. I'm over here." she called me over here, so it was one of those things. So is Davo more of a wifey type woman? Yes, sir. Yes, yes. You'll definitely find you some wifey material in Davao City. Working girls, probably Manila. Sorry, no disrespect. AC for sure, but yeah. Um, that's true. That is very true. Like I said, I only vouch for Davao City. I only know Davao City. I will only tell you about Davao City. Any area outside of Davao City, I'm not gonna sit there and vouch for. Okay, just gonna be honest with you. I know it sounds crazy. Oh my God, I'm gonna get kidnapped if I step 1 foot out of Davao City. Not like that, but I know the city. Can't really, yeah, can't really say that on anything. Have I ever experienced any major fiesta or events in Davao City? Hell yeah, man. Karayawan and Arao ng Davao. Those are the two biggest ones. Karayawan and Arao ng Davao, which is the Day of Davao. Love it. Those are the greatest festivals of all time, man. Shut down streets, man. Pretty little bitches, just, doing their little dance down the street. Couple little traditional dances and stuff like that. Everybody all dressed up, shit, looking all sexy and shit. Bring little celebrities in from Manila and whatnot. It's the boot area. They be on their little parade floats, waving and shit. But yeah, they do got some pretty decent festivals down there. Aral Davao, Google it. ARAWNG Davao. Aral Davao and Kariawan. Damn, how am I spell Kadayawa for y'all? Kadayawa. No, Wayyn. Kadayawa. Damn, that's a mouthful. But yeah, Kadayawa's dope too. Yeah, so yeah, those are the biggest festivals they have. They're dope, man. Oh yeah, man. I said pimping. I spent 10 years there. If I can at least give you some. a tidbit of information about it, man, then I'm not doing my job, man. Yeah, but Kariyawan and Aranang Dava are the two biggest festivals that they have. I think one's in August and the other's in March. I think it's been a while, man. Don't kill me. How far is Davao from Cebu? Hour and 40-minute plane ride. 3 days on a boat, or is it 2 days on a boat? I don't know if I forgot what my girl told me. It's 3 or 2 days on a boat. Forgot. Them baddies, yes sir. They're bad. They are definitely bad. Those females, excuse me. Oh man said those female security guards look good in their uniforms. They're definitely sexy as hell. What is the population of Davao? Bro, don't ask me that. If you asking me the ratio of beautiful women to men, we women always win, man. I never paid attention, man. All I know is that when I step out and you be out there just sightseeing this shit, you gonna see. The beautiful thing is going out there and seeing it for yourself, man. When you see it for yourself, you'll realize, Doc, I know everything you were telling me about about Davao City specifically, and I know why you told me to come, and I am so glad. I am so glad that you told me to come check out Davao. Some of y'all gonna be like, man, Davao ain't shit. Some of y'all gonna have that vibe, but Davao to me is everything, man. It's my place. I genuinely love that place from the bottom of my heart. It's a great place. It's a beautiful place. My dad don't like it very much though. My stepmom, she's from Tagum. Her family, I should say, is from Tagum. So she's her family's in and around that area. Tagum is coming up though. It's gonna be the next Davao for sure. But right now, Davo's my kind of place. And even when it starts to turn to like Manila, I'd probably still, love it unconditionally because it's like a girlfriend that ages and maybe the girlfriend don't age too well because you got all the foreigners out here just trying to fuck it up. But Davo's still home, man. It's my place and it's my place for life. So it's always gonna be a part of me, you know? He said Davao has less pollution than Cebu City, which I really appreciated. I'm more provincial than city. Davao offers that. I think my airline ticket was like $50. That sounds about right from Cebu to Davao. I might be a little off on the price though. Nah, you about right. 2,500 pesos. That's not about right. I know I used to get my tickets for like 1,500, 1,400, man. Air Asia for life, right? Air Asia for life, for sure. He said I've been to Sinaloa and Cebu, and I think that's the night again. Sorry, fuck that up. Fiestas, it was great events. Also, the Etihan Fest Fiesta in Calibo and Baraka. Okay, those festivals are probably better because they're more commercialized, I guess. But I like my little Davao City festival. Shit. My man said, I heard Davao's the shit because it's Duterte. He got the things on lock. Yes, he does. I try to keep politics out of my reasoning for liking Davao City or my reasoning for telling people to come, but it plays a major role. His family's got the city acting right. Like, there's a lot of rules and regulations that are put in place that a lot of people don't like. I love them. I don't smoke anyways. So there's a smoking ordinance. There's a lot of things that you can't do in Davao City. Just don't get caught up in them nonsense, and you good to go. And yes, I feel safest at night. I definitely feel safe at night in Davao City. I can't really say that about Manila. You know, I'm pretty sure in certain areas Manila's high, but I can't really vouch for my safety in a place like Manila at night. But I can damn sure vouch for that safety in the city of Manila at night. I've done some shit, been around some things, and I've been pretty safe about being able to walk around there at night and not really have nobody come after me or feel like I'm in a dangerous or hostile situation. So just check it out, man. Again, don't just take my word for it. I really want you to come see it. If you don't like it, tell me, Doc. I didn't like Davao. Davao sucked. The women didn't like me. They didn't talk to me. So if you didn't like it, tell me. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, grown ass man. Grown ass man. Shout out to my man Gary. What's good with you, bro? Um, excuse me. Uh, check him out, man. Check those dates out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I talk to y'all too much, bro. My man said Manila is safe in certain neighborhoods like Makati and BGC. Those are very two specific areas, my boy. And yes, they are. But yeah, we talking about the streets of Ermita Malate. We talk about certain areas in QC. Are they? I don't know about that, man. You know what I'm saying? But again, I didn't spend a lot of time there. I spent more time in Davao, so what do I really know? So I mean, I'm pretty sure they got some safe places, but you know, I've seen some horror videos, you know. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna waste too much more of your time tonight. I'm talked the heck out, man. But I appreciate y'all listening to me talk my nonsense, have a little bit of fun with y'all. I don't know where 24 of y'all came from, but I'm glad that 24 of y'all decided to show up, stick it out, and come through. Whether you left a little bit, came back, whatever. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all make my time on YouTube feel so special. You know what I'm saying? It truly do. Truly, truly do. My man says every Airbnb I rented in Davao Cebu had construction, very noisy, and construction workers worked all night. Be careful where you make, excuse me, where you make your accommodations. Always a good thing to consider. Man, anywhere you go in the Philippines, you will do good because you're a foreigner for the most part. I'm going to the city. Well, AC, if that's your calling, my man, do your thing, man. I am not going to stop. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you locking in. Let me go ahead and get these last few words out while my throat killing me. I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all locking in, man. Appreciate y'all showing some love. For my silent partners, the ones that just come through, drop they like, enjoy the content. For the ones that come through long enough to drop a like and go on about their business, appreciate you. A channel like mine doesn't exist without you. For those that listen in the background, whatever you're doing in that background when you're listening to me, don't know exactly what it is, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you spending a little bit of time with your boy today. It's been a great one, long show, but we definitely having our fun. All right. So I appreciate you, man. If I don't no, I'm going live tomorrow. Shit. I was about to say if I don't make it on a live show before I see you guys, or you guys don't make the live show tomorrow, which I hope you do, because it's guaranteed to be instant classic for sure. I want to say Happy New Year, man. Hope New Year's is a prosperous one for you guys, man. I appreciate you locking in. Would you appreciate you guys and your consistent support with the good doc, man, listening in, chopping it up, asking your questions, doing what you need to do to continue progressing the channel in the right direction, man. Without y'all, my channel wouldn't be nothing. All right. And I want to make sure y'all understand that from the bottom of my testicles, y'all my peoples. And I fuck with y'all heavy. All right. Channel wouldn't exist without you. Silent partners, love y'all even more. All right. Now, it really is time for the good night to go and get to getting because it's past my bedtime. Okay. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's time for me to go on about my business. I love you guys. I sincerely do. Makita. Mabuhay. Peace.